Submagic versus OpusClip. Two AI editing platforms. One big question: which one really delivers? On the left, Submagic, lightning-fast captions and snappy edits for social media. And on the right, OpusClip, AI magic for viral short clips from long videos. Let's skip the hype and dive into what really matters. Each category scores points, and by the end, you'll see clearly who takes the crown. Trust me, the winner might surprise you. So before we dive all the way in, here's our roadmap for this head-to-head showdown. We're looking at price because, honestly, who wants to overspend in 2025? Then we'll go into speed and automation, captions and language support, because subtitles are everything now, design and templates, integration and workflow for those who like things slick, and of course, who's really the ideal user for each tool. Sound good? Let's break it down. All right, first up, price. For Submagic, yeah, there's a free trial. That's always a good vibe if you just want to play around with it. But here's where things get a little tight. The lowest tier is like $14 a month, but womp womp, you only get 20 videos. And if you want to plan with a legit amount of clips, that's $39 a month. Not exactly pocket money. Now with OpusClip, the entry price is kinda a pleasant surprise. It's $9 a month for about 150 minutes worth, which is honestly super generous. The monthly tiers stay pretty affordable too, though, fair warning, there are clip limits based on your minutes processed. So bingers might need more than one plan. Still, if we're talking price, OpusClip walks away with this one. Just more budget-friendly, no way around it. Let's jump to speed and automation, because waiting around sucks, right? Submagic, first. Oh, and get this. It edits and captions a 1-minute video in like 5 minutes. Wildly fast. Plus, it even deletes all those awkward silences. You know, the random that nobody wants to hear. And bonus, if you grab the right plan, you're not locked down to a clip limit with the Magic Clips feature. The only catch? Some of the snazzier features are gated behind pricier plans. Now, OpusClip isn't slow by any means. You can one-click your way to highlights and viral shorts, and the AI detection definitely speeds things up. But just a heads up, you do bump into monthly limits depending on your plan. So, in the speed and automation race, Submagic takes the lead. Not just quick, but seriously clever about trimming the fat. On to captions and languages. This is where things get exciting. Submagic's got support for like 50+ languages, which, hello, global creators. Its auto-captioning is super precise. And the text styles, emojis, and those animated bits, they're legitimately trendy. One thing though, it's mostly focused on the short-form content crowd. Now, OpusClip is no slouch on captions either. It boasts 98% accuracy, which, I mean, how much better can you get? It's especially good if you want to take a long video and just snip it down with captions included. But design-wise, the captions are a little more basic, not as exciting on the visual front. So, for captions and languages, Submagic's flexing the fanciest stuff. Real quick, here's a wild stat for you. Did you know Submagic has processed over 4 million videos worldwide? Yeah, let that sink in. All right, now for design and templates. Submagic's got all the fun toys. Custom fonts, colors, animation templates, dynamic headlines, even B-rolls and sound effects. It's kind of a playground if you want to make your videos pop with personality. Some of those templates locked behind higher price tiers, unfortunately. So just keep that in mind. For OpusClip, the templates are solid, but honestly, not nearly as visually striking. You do get direct export to Adobe Premiere Pro if you want to go pro mode, but design options overall are more limited, less room to really style stuff. So yeah, if you want that full creative control and flair, Submagic wins here too. Now, let's talk integration and workflow. Submagic is pretty popular for creators grinding on TikTok or YouTube. Upload, edit, bam. Social post is live, almost before you know it. Sharing and exporting are easy, but you don't get direct integration with major editing suites, which is a bit of a bummer. On the other hand, OpusClip goes all out here. It lets you export straight to Adobe Premiere Pro, filter clips by keywords, and it's really optimized for repurposing. So if you're a podcaster or you run webinars, this is the toolkit you need. Social editing might not feel quite as snappy though, especially if you just want to bash out clips for Instagram. But overall, OpusClip pulls ahead for integration and pro workflow. Final category, who's it for? Submagic is a dream come true for creators who need quick captions and short edits. If you're living on Instagram Reels, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts, this is seriously your jam. Now, OpusClip, this one's for YouTubers, podcasters, the folks doing webinars. It shines when you take big, long-form content and slice it into bite-sized clips. Honestly, both are serving their people. No clear winner here. Tie. Let's pause and glance at the radar chart, just to visualize how Submagic and OpusClip stack up across each category. You can really see where they shine, and where that little gap in features creeps in. Okay, so if you want ultra-fast, social-ready captioning and edits, Submagic is honestly the one you want to go for. On the other hand, if workflow, pro integration, and repurposing long videos are your top priorities, give OpusClip a whirl. Pick Submagic for influencer-style social content, but reach for OpusClip when you need serious automation and editing tools. If you want to support our channel, feel free to use our affiliate link given in video description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.